Okay, well, this moment is certainly one that Illinois native Matt Richtman won't soon forget. Just a couple days ago, he became the first American in more than 30 years to win the LA Marathon. And Matt's joining us right now in KCAL News Mornings. I know because I'm so inspired, I wanted to be able to talk to you. I just think this is such an amazing feat. Can you describe the past 48 hours and what it's been like for you? I know you're now in Mammoth doing some training.
hmm Yeah, no, it's been really great. There's been so much support from everywhere, not only from the race itself, but back home and people everywhere really reaching out and congratulating and all that. So it's been busy for sure, but been catching up on sleep a little bit. So
Oh, I was going to ask, did you get some sleep? And what was the first meal you had after you were done racing?
yeah, first meal we had the restaurant right above Eataly. So we were able to get some good food in there. I actually was in there for a while, so went through the breakfast chain and then also was there through lunch. So definitely got a lot of food in me there. And then, yep, catching up on sleep. Last night was good. The night right after the race didn't get a whole lot just because everything was so busy still, but everything's been good now.
It must be a whirlwind. I think that restaurant is called Terra, and it's one of my favorite brunch places, so I'm glad you enjoyed
Yeah.
it. How did you prepare for the run? And was there a moment that you thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to win this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of preparation for sure. Just really years building on itself, and then months of dedicated training just for the LA Marathon. And then really during the race, I didn't really know for sure until those last couple miles, those last 3 miles or so. And so really it was just, focusing on that finish line, trying not to get ahead of myself, right? Like you're not done until you cross that line, right?
It definitely is a mental, I think, game as well, just trying to get across that finish line, like you said. This is
hmm
only your second ever marathon. Your first was in my hometown of the Twin Cities last year. Oh, what's next for you? Are you going to run another marathon, or are you kind of like, okay, I'm the first American in decades to win the LA one. I'm good for a beat.
We'll see. I haven't really decided yet. I'm sure I will run a marathon fairly soon here, hopefully in the fall, but really haven't decided, anything going forward just because it has been so busy so far. So I'm sure we'll get in talks and see what the future is, though.
So I know that you ran cross country in college. You were a pretty standout star there. What advice do you have to give people who are thinking about maybe doing a marathon? They don't have the background like you do, but they're inspired by what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, for me, really getting into the marathon, it was, it just started with being with everyone. The marathon and half marathons too are just such a community group. And for me, I just wanted to be a part of that. So started out with a half marathon and really enjoyed the community, running with, everyone out there. And then took that, having a good time and just continued on with it.
Well, I'm more the person who likes to cheer on the runners, so maybe I'll see you at your next marathon. But
Sure, yeah.
thank you so much for joining us this morning, and congratulations once again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, Christine.